Best I can do.
Rally continues shortly, here on the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Just like they always do, Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands continues to serve the Ohio Valley. The Lube is still open for carryout and now offering their $10 meal deal every day of the week. Get 1 entree and 1 sidecar for just $10. Pick from steak, wings, ribs, and more. Call in or order online at thelube.com and follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on their latest specials and promotions.
Highland Sports Complex is the coolest destination for sports and entertainment the Ohio Valley has ever seen. Pop in for some open basketball in our field house or reserve some turf time for your next practice or game on our synthetic fields. Online registration is open for development classes and leagues for youth and adults. Highland Sports is also the hottest destination for birthday parties and other events. So come challenge yourself on our play climb and enjoy your favorite virtual reality game in the arcade. No memberships required, so visit highlandsports.com to find your next entertainment experience and get ready to reach new heights.
In a hurry and need to see a doctor? The Woodsdale Health Center and Walk-In Clinic is located across from Little Caesars on National Road. Open 7 to 7 Monday through Friday. Patients can receive primary care, treatment of minor illnesses and injuries, wellness visits and physicals. There's also a lab draw station open from 8 to noon weekdays. A division of Wheeling Hospital, the Woodsdale Health Center is led by family physician Dr. Michael Wilson. Call 304-234-1971. They'll take good care of you.
Hello, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster. With a look at your local weather forecast for your Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds, a daytime high near 61, overnight low of 42 degrees under partly cloudy skies. You'll see clouds and sunshine for your Friday with highs in the low to mid-60s. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Launch Control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
You're early.
Roger that.
It's Thursday.
Why even call it Thursday? Problem? We have pizza on Thursday.
Places, please. Quiet down.
Here is a complete disc jockey show with all the modern pace of today's exciting radio.
Good morning. Just get started.
Seriously.
Let's go.
It's showtime.
On air, online, on demand, and on video. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
We are up and at 'em on a Thursday. Good morning, my good friends. What are we doing today? Got a lot to do, so settle in. Be prepared to stick around with us. We've got a lot of good information, conversation, a little little bit of fun along the way. Wheeling Hospital is nearing capacity for COVID beds. So are many hospitals around the state. Wheeling Hospital's CEO, Doug Harrison, is going to join us to discuss the situation here locally. Local COVID cases and local COVID deaths are still mounting. The Attorney General, Patrick Morrisey, and Governor Justice are sparring over the enforcement of the mask mandate in West Virginia. As temperatures drop, Youth Services Systems opens its winter freeze shelter, which this year will be in the former OVMC building. We'll chat with a couple of folks from Youth Services Systems about the winter freeze shelter, the need for it, what they anticipate this year, what changes there are, and so on. WVEA wants to go to remote learning at least until the end of the year. Their president, Dale Lee, is going to join us to talk about that. We'll also look ahead to education issues that the new supermajority in the Republican Party may tackle in the legislature. Weather-wise, we are looking for sunny skies and a bit of a warm-up today. Can hit a high of around 61 degrees before the day is over and done with. Currently, we are looking at 38 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, and even freezing 32 degrees with the wind chill. So 38 degrees feels like 32 at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, 38 and cloudy here at my home studios and at the Robinson Auto Group Studios, downtown Wheeling, in the heart of the Ohio Valley. 7:10, 10 minutes after the hour on the gig for a Thursday. If you have something on your mind you want to talk about, 304-214-1600 is the number to use for our text line. That's the simplest and easiest and quickest way to get through. 304-214-1600. You may also use the CityNet hotline from time to time, 304-232-8255. 304-232-TALK. It is a week away from Turkey Day, if you're going to have a turkey or have festivities at all. So getting a week away from Thanksgiving Day today. The clock is ticking down pretty quickly, Brother Biff.
It'll be here before we know it.
And then before you know it, we'll have Christmas. Where's my countdown clock? Do I have it here? No, don't have my countdown. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Let's just see quickly what we have to look forward to. Christmas countdown clock. 35 days, 16 hours, and 48 minutes until Christmas. I'm really getting a lot of my shopping done, but it's being done online. I really am. I feel bad about it, you know. I mean, I know that local businesses really need our support, and I'm a gigantic supporter of local businesses, Biff. I believe in going to the local stores and buying things when you can, but I'm not going to buy anything. I don't go out anywhere. My wife mentioned something just a half an hour ago or so about something we have in the house is the table isn't quite right. She said, we need a little different one. And I said, pre-pandemic, I would say, well, when we get off the air, why don't we just run up to Walmart and wander around and see what we can find? But we don't do that anymore. And every time I order, and God help me, I've been ordering so much stuff online. Every time I place one of those orders and click the button, there's a part of me that feels bad. I've always done online ordering, but I've always tried to go shop local too, but I can't envision myself going into any local stores this year. And it hurts me, it pains me to say that. We are going to talk next week about some of the arts and crafts and locally made items and local connection items that maybe you can buy in some stores or places like the Stifel Center. They got their arts and crafts sale up and so on. But I just feel bad, Biff. I just feel bad. I want to support local businesses, but I'm not walking into stores.
Well, I think for me, it depends on what the little ones want.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something that needs to be ordered, then I'll order it. But if not, I'll go wherever and buy it. But just depends.
One of the great joys to me as a kid and as a parent of kids was to go to a toy store. Of course, when I was a kid, it was Stone and Thomas or places like that where they had Toyland. Or when my kids were kids, it was always Toys R Us. But one of my great joys was to just go and wander the aisles and find things, I don't know what I'm going to get. Oh, I like that. Oh, I think the kids would like that. That's great joy to me. Shopping online, especially for toys and for kids, is difficult. Because unless Teddy says to me, hey, Granddad, I want a Paw Patrol tower, which he has said, then I can go and look it up online. Oh, Paw Patrol tower, send it to me. But the joy of wandering, the joy of looking, the joy of finding something unexpected is gone. And again, I feel bad about it. I'm not encouraging you to do this because if you're comfortable going into stores, I want you to. I believe in buying local. But boy,
Well, and I think another part of the problem is, and you look at, Martin's Ferry is still lucky because they have the deluxe toy.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can still go there and, feel like a little kid, but I mean, other than that, in Martin's Ferry, I mean, I'm sure, I think Moundsville may have a place, but when you really stop and think about it and look around, there aren't really that many toy places like that to where you can go in and see some of those older fashioned or old toys and see what they have. And I mean, with Toys R Us being gone and catalogs anymore, you can't go through and mark everything in the book. Almost every other page you find something that you see. I mean, you can't do that stuff anymore. And this is really now the way that it's become, with the exception of those couple places.
It's a great point. Even if you felt like going out and wandering through a store to look for toys, where do you go? I mean, Deluxe Novelty. And again, if you're going to go out and buy local, for heaven's sakes, I highly recommend Deluxe Novelty. They got all the new stuff, the trendy things, but they still believe in the old-fashioned toys too. So, I mean, that's a great opportunity. Other than that, it's Walmart, Target, right? I mean, and no offense to those places. We buy a lot of toys there. We did, not this year, I won't probably, but we buy a lot of toys there. But it's not, wandering the Walmart toy aisle is not the same thing as wandering, Deluxe Novelty or even Toys R Us, It's just not the same.
No, it's not. It's that magic or whatever, once you see it or circle it and you think, and then you wait and see if you got it. I mean, the joy of that it's gone.
Now, I will give Amazon credit for this. They have put out a toy catalog this year. So it's online stuff, of course, but it's an Amazon toy catalog. So this is the first year in several years now, there's been since Toys R Us left, that there's been that chance for Teddy to go through and say, I want this, and of course he wants every single thing in the catalog, but
what kid doesn't?
But I give them credit for that. They kind of recognize there's something missing in online shopping, and it's the ability to browse and to look and to see. And as you point out, Biffy, I think we all loved the old Toys R Us catalog, right? Being able to go through it and find things. So I give Amazon credit for that. It's good marketing. They put out a catalog, a physical catalog came in the mail for their toys. Because again, that's the hardest thing to do is to know it. Same thing's true with books. Books used to be, when my kids were kids, they could be guaranteed every single year multiple books. That's what I did. I think we talked about it on the radio. I mean, I would, the last couple of days before Christmas, I would go up to Books A Million, or when Alan Lestini had his Words of Music up there, I would go and I just, buy a bunch of books and give them to the kids. Everybody's using e-readers now. You can buy them books. And the problem with that is, the joy of going to a bookstore and wandering around and finding an unexpected treasure is not available because it's all online. And how do you, you just sort of surf around and hope you find something. I have that problem myself. I say to myself, I need a new, I like to read legal thrillers, for example. I want a new legal thriller. So I can look up legal thrillers, but the idea of finding one, by surprise or something unusual on the store rack just isn't the case. But having said all of that, I think this will probably be a 100% online shopping experience this year. Maybe a couple of local things. Again, we're going to talk next week about the show and sale going on at the Stifel Center where you can buy local artwork and local, locally made crafts and stuff. Artisan Center still has some things. I'm looking for some additional opportunities to present to you next week on how to buy local, in terms of local gifts, local connected stuff. But online has been bigger and bigger and bigger every year, and this year, I just think for me it's going to be 100%. And again, and every single time I click that button, I clicked it probably 10 times yesterday. Every single time I click that button, I feel bad. I really do. I truly, truly do. But what you gonna do? 7:19 here on the Watchdog Morning Show. Hey, there is a part of Christmas we thought was not going to be here, but it is. And I'll tell you about that coming up in a minute here on the Watchdog Morning Show. It is 7:19 on the Thursday edition of our program. 304-214-1600 if you want to reflect on Christmas or Thanksgiving or toy buying or online shopping, or you want to make some good recommendations on local places to buy gifts and stuff. Feel free to use the text line 304-214-1600. And again, a piece of Christmas we thought was going to be gone. That holiday cheer is coming back. I'll talk to you about that coming up on the Watchdog Morning Show.
From the Watchdog Network, right now.
I'll do a quick intro to the Peanut story. Then we'll play the clip, and then I'll actually do the story. Okay. And I'm going to use that cut 7 as well, the real Santa Claus story, too.
And convenient parking is nearby. Wheeling Hospital Urgent Care. They'll take good care of you.
Wheeling Coin and Hobby on 10th Street in Wheeling, next to the Bridge Tavern in downtown Wheeling, wants to buy any and all unwanted gold and silver jewelry. They are paying top dollar for 10, 14, 18, and 22 karat gold plus 925 sterling silver. They also want to buy collectible coins and paper money from before 1933. Wheeling Coin and Hobby is open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Coin and Hobby, 304-232-8430, and add them on Facebook.
Toyota-thon is on. Now's the best time to visit your Toyota dealer and to save big on the car, truck.
Well, yeah, I mean, our spot load is very different now than it was in May, no question about it. Well, just do the best you can until we can figure out what's wrong, or Kayleen can get new log in there or something. Yeah, I understand.
Offers end November 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster. With a look at your local weather forecast for your Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds, a daytime high near 61, overnight low of 42 degrees under partly cloudy skies. You'll see clouds and sunshine for your Friday with highs in the low to mid 60s. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
Hello, Ohio Valley. This is Kate Delaney inviting you to join me overnight here on the Watchdog. Whether it's talking to big names in entertainment or sports, discussing the latest political news, or just chatting about life, I'll be here to keep you company on the Watchdog, WVLY AM 1370, FM 97.7, or online at watchdognetwork.com.
Conversation you care about from people you know. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
It's a clear day in this city. Let's go dance under the
I guess it is a clear day outside. The Wheeling, Ohio County Airport is reporting 38 degrees and clear skies. It's still a little dark outside the home studio, so I'm not totally sure what it's looking like out there, but I'll call it 38 and clear since this is what the airport says. Same at the Robinson Autograph Studios, downtown Wheeling, in the heart of the Ohio Valley. A lot of serious stuff coming up. We're going to get into hospitals are running tight on beds because of COVID. We're going to get into the WVEA wanting to extend remote learning all the way through the end of this year. We're going to talk about the winter freeze shelter, the need for that here in the upper Ohio Valley, and what's going to happen with the winter freeze shelter this year. So I got a lot of stuff I want to get to you. And we'll get it all coming up, plus some COVID numbers. They continue to rise. You know, before I get to this story I want to talk about, I posted some things online yesterday about the rise in COVID numbers, the rise in COVID hospitalizations. I don't have the story in front of me. I'll have it a bit later, but the total number of COVID deaths is now greater than I think it's cancer, accidents, and suicide combined. All right. And yet I'm still getting people saying, oh, I don't get what the big deal is. I mean, you want to tell me you think that wearing the mask is an infringement on your rights, or you want to, make politics. But honest to God, the numbers are there. Of course, I guess the thing is people don't believe the numbers. Yeah. How do I know those numbers are true, Howard? They're not really COVID deaths. Well, yes, they are. Yes, they are. And it just absolutely drives me bonkers, Biff. Bonkers. You can say that we handled this poorly. You can say that we shouldn't have shut down when we did, or on the other end, you can say that we reopened too soon. You can say that kids need to be in school, not on remote. You can say all of those things about how we handled this. But don't tell me that it's not a big deal. Just 250,000 people are dead in this country. And again, if you look at those numbers, they total up to more than the yearly count of suicides, car crashes, and I think it's cancer. I mean, that's just, I don't know what the big deal is, Howard. Okay, sorry about that. Little diversion there. That was not on my list. Let me check the list here. Is this time for a rant? Nope, this was not time for a rant. I'm sorry. It just popped out. Sometimes it just pops out. What I do want to talk about is actually good news. Good news, good news. There's good news tonight, as Walter Winchell used to say. The good news is that we thought it wasn't going to be here, but it is. And I'm talking about this. You know, Apple took a huge amount of heat when they decided the Charlie Brown TV specials would air exclusively on Apple TV. We had a big story about that. It's a couple of months ago. Apple was going to put it only on Apple TV. That's a paid service. So this year, if you wanted to watch those traditional holiday specials featuring Charlie Brown and Snoopy and Linus and so on, you would have to pay for Apple TV, or on one day, one single day, Thanksgiving, and one single day at Christmas, they were going to allow you to watch Apple TV for free just to watch those particular shows. And we talked a lot about how this is the trend anymore. You know, the things that we used to be able to just pick up off of our free TV, now we're paying for more and more. But there was a huge outcry, obviously. Here on this radio show, we probably started it all. Well, no, we probably didn't. But anyways, there was a huge outcry last month after it was revealed that they were going to, Apple TV had taken the rights to the Peanuts TV specials and were not going to be broadcasting them on over-the-air television, free TV, for the first time in 55 years. But there was enough pushback that Apple has now given in. No mas. No mas. No mas. The Peanuts gang is too powerful, even for Big Apple. Apple has now said that they've joined with PBS for ad-free broadcasts of the shows. Now, it was too late to get It's a Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown on, so you couldn't see that. But PBS will air a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving on November 22nd, which is, when is that? 22nd is what? It's this week, right?
The 22nd is a Sunday.
Okay, this Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, November 22nd.
Okay. So the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving will air on PBS on November 22nd. And which is also, by the way, the assassination date anniversary of John F. Kennedy. And we had a guy on boy, my mind is wandering today, baby. We had a guy on to talk about some politics not too long ago, but he also was into the Kennedy assassination. I told him I'd get him back on the show come Kennedy assassination time, which means I better give him a quick call. Anyway, PBS will air a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving November 22nd, a Charlie Brown Christmas December 13th. And you can still stream them for free on Apple TV during those days as well. But if you don't have the kind of television set that does streaming, you don't have to pay for Apple TV for those particular shows for 3 days during the holidays. But you have to have a TV that can stream. Not everybody does. So if you just want to watch over-the-air TV, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving coming up this weekend, and Charlie Brown Christmas on December 13th. So I want to say good for Apple, and I guess I will say good for Apple, but it's not a decision they made because they wanted to. It's a decision they made because they had to, because the public's just said, ain't going to take this. We want Charlie Brown. We want Charlie Brown. We want Charlie Brown. Next thing you know, there'll be protests in the street.
Don't give them ideas.
Trump will say, I like my Charlie Brown shows that were not canceled. I don't know. Oh, God. My mind is running rampant here this morning. Somebody explain to me why this next story even has to be told. Now, the good news is this is not an American business. This is a store in Australia. And they are in some trouble because they are selling what they call their naughty ornament section. Now, I don't know what all is in the naughty ornament section. I could make some guesses. But one of the naughty ornaments that they're selling is Santa's elf. By the way, if you have kids, I want them to understand this is wrong. Santa's elf holding up a sign that says, Santa's not real. What in God's green earth, or the North Pole's white earth, or whatever, what in the world would prompt a company to think that makes sense? An elf holding a sign saying Santa's not real. The store is called Typo. They're from Australia. Again, it's not here in America. It's an Australian store. At least that's good. Although, who knows, these naughty ornaments could make their way to to our shores at some point or another. Another one of their decorations has Santa dropping his drawers and showing his backside. Seriously? I mean, can we just say that this is wrong? You know, there are certain things that of course, I didn't never like the movie, what's it called, Bad Santa, the one with Billy Bob Thornton in it, where Santa was just a mean and nasty guy. I don't, there's certain characters that should be treated with greater respect. And Santa Claus is one of them. We don't need bad Santas. We don't need naughty Santas. We don't need elves holding up signs that say Santa's not real. We don't need Santa Claus dropping his drawers and showing his jiggly, what. It reminded me of an episode of the old TV show The Office, where something similar happened.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
So, good news is it's gone. The ornament has been pulled. That one has been pulled. But the naughty ornament section continues on the typo stores in Australia, just not that particular naughty ornament. Was Patrick Morrissey being naughty or nice? The Attorney General does not like the governor's latest proposal on cracking down on the mask mandate. So two of our big Republican politicians in the Mountain State are doing a little battle, a little bit of a dust-up here over the mask mandate and enforcement thereof. I'll have that story for you coming up in a tad. Also, in the next half hour, some COVID numbers for you. And before we get to that, we'll have Zach with his forecast. But before we get to Zach, we have to get news and sports in here. So, thinking to myself, let's do it right now.
The WTRF Channel 7 News Update is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
Now it's time for your local news headlines from 7 News at WTRF, My Ohio Valley, and ABC Ohio Valley. Only on AM 1600 WKKX. The Watchdog.
Good morning, Ohio Valley. It's Wednesday. We are officially halfway through the work week.
Follow us on Facebook for the latest news, show updates, podcasts, alerts, and live video streams from the Valley's only network dedicated to local, community-driven talk radio, The Watchdog. Give us a call and tell us what you're thinking. Locally, 304-214-1600. Out of the area, toll free, 866-514-1600 or 304-232-8255. Now it's time for your local news headlines from 7 News at WTRF, My Ohio Valley, and ABC Ohio Valley. Only on AM 1600 WKKX. The Watchdog.
Good morning, Ohio Valley. It's Wednesday. We are officially
Starting Saturday, the National Football League will require all teams.
What's going on? Okay. Gotcha. So it only saved part of the, okay, I got it. All right, we'll just do Metro News next hour instead of trying to do this one again, okay?
Now it's time for your local news headlines from 7 News at WTRF, My Ohio Valley, and ABC Ohio Valley. Only on AM 1600 WKKX. The Watchdog.
Good morning, Ohio Valley. It's Wednesday.
Now it's time for your local news headlines from 7 News at WTRF, My Ohio Valley, and ABC Ohio Valley. Only on AM 1600 WKKX. The Watchdog.
Good morning, Ohio Valley. It's Wednesday.
Just tell me when to talk, Biffy. I'm not hearing anything, but I assume you know that.
Can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Now it's time for your local news headlines from 7 News at WTRF, My Ohio Valley, and ABC Ohio Valley. Only on AM 1600 WKKX, the Watchdog.
Good morning, Ohio Valley. It's Thursday, or what I like to call Friday Eve. Taylor Long here with your 7 News headlines on this November the 19th. Play My Roots has a huge announcement for Eastern Ohio regarding their 2021 festival. Organizers will unveil the lineup, and the first round of tickets will go on sale today as well. The festival was canceled this year due to the ongoing pandemic. The Country Music Festival will return July 15th through the 17th in 2021. In Jefferson County now, 183 life-size nutcrackers will march down Steubenville and take up their winter posts around Fort Steuben Park on November the 24th. The Nutcracker Village is free and will be open to the public 24/7 for the 24th through January 9th. Many classic events are still taking place this holiday season, including the Polar Express hayrides and Advent Market at Fort Steuben. For more information, please visit SteubenvilleNutcrackerVillage.com. Lastly, in Brooke County, a company headquartered in Italy called Gruppo Fonti has decided to make a move to the United States, and they've chosen the Ohio Valley as their new home. They are a metal packaging manufacturing company, and they are set to open their first U.S.-based plant in Weirton and will bring 40 new full-time jobs along with them. They manufacture over 100 million metal cans each year. The company is currently in the works of modifying an existing site in Weirton and plans to start production in the second quarter of 2022. That was a look at your headlines. Have a terrific Thursday, everyone.
This guy knows so much about sports. They based the Sports Almanac from Back to the Future off of his dream journal. He's Bill DeFabio, weekdays noon to 2, on the Valley's only network dedicated to live and local talk radio, The Watchdog.
He rambles, he rants, and sometimes he sings. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
You know, I always enjoy getting your friend requests on Facebook. I do ask, generally speaking, if you send me a friend request, send me a message in Messenger or a text on our text line or something and say, you know, my name is such and such, and I just friended you on Facebook. I always get a little bit nervous about accepting things, but I'm always happy to accept, you know, new friend requests. And they come from all over the world, Biffy. For example, what a delightful request I have here from this very nice young lady who says she's a student of the University of South Africa. And she wants to be my friend on Facebook.
Delete.
And she seems to be very proud of her fully exposed mammary glands.
Delete.
You don't think I should? That's probably not one I want to keep? No.
No, not that one.
she looks like such a nice girl, you know? I mean, University of South Africa. We're worldwide here. She's a student, Biffy. She's a student. No, I'm going to hit delete. Let's get rid of that one pretty quickly.
Yeah, unless you want something bad to happen.
Oh my. Speaking of bad things happening, Brother Biff, I want you to go or if you prefer the Seinfeld episode, Serenity Now. Serenity Now.
Yes. I'm thinking Serenity Now. I'm going with that one.
And I need all of our listeners to send good, calming thoughts Biff's way, because he's got all kinds of problems at the behind the board there, and he's doing a yeoman's job of trying to make it all work. But we've had a lot of glitches there. You may have noticed that during the last break, and Biff just keeps plugging away. So, Serenity Now, Biff. Serenity Now. Let me hear it, pal.
Yes, Serenity Now, or something else is going to happen. I don't know.
Fireball.
Oh, if it's still in the drawer, it may get brought out here in about 15 minutes.
Let's talk about the weather. Zach is here from the Big 7 WTRF TV. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning, Howard. How are you today?
I'm good. We're going to calm Biff down. We've got all sorts of technical problems up there today, and he's trying his best to make it work. And I can sense the frustration coming through the airwaves, you know?
Yeah, I feel he was telling me real quick on it whenever I was on hold. And, it happens. It's unfortunate. You never wish anything technical wrong to anyone, whether they're a producer, director, in charge of the behind-the-scenes stuff, because it always feels like it's always on them whenever it's a team effort. So, Brother Biff, everything will be A-okay.
I hope so.
Just Serenity Now. Serenity Now. Looks like a pretty good day today, Zach. I see sunny and 61, huh?
Yeah, sunny and 61. It's a little chilly out the door right now. Temperatures are hovering in the upper 30s, so you still might need a heavier jacket, but if you want to just go for the regular jackets and just have a little chill down your spine as you walk into work or to shopping or wherever you're heading out this morning. But this afternoon, we're going to feel warmth, which we haven't actually felt for a few days now, with high temperatures again in the upper 50s, if not low 60s, but it's going to be a little windy. The winds will certainly be noticeable today, blowing from the southeast, right around 10 to 15 miles per hour sustained, and we could actually see some gusts upwards of 35 miles per hour. So something to keep in mind. I guess I haven't learned the garbage patterns yet. I know back at home in Pennsylvania, I know garbage night was Wednesday, so if it was going to be gusty winds Wednesday night into Thursday, you could almost always guarantee, well, someone's garbage can's flown into someone's neighbor's yard. And I don't know if Thursday's a garbage day or Wednesday night to Thursday morning or Thursday night into Friday. I don't know the traffic patterns yet, but I guess that'll be the next learning curve for me to figure out, is it garbage night or am I just talking tomfoolery to you?
Let's see, at my neighborhood, garbage night is actually Sunday night into Monday morning. That's one.
Okay.
But different neighborhoods have it at different times. So
right.
At least
So I
in
think
Wheeling,
I should
and
be.
of course all around town.
Right. So I should be covering the bases.
I think so. It was a nice day yesterday. It was cool. But it was a very nice day. Grandson Teddy wanted to go outside quite a good bit in between his remote learning classes here at the house. He went out and swung on the swing and took a little walk around the block and stuff. It was a nice day. Sun was out, felt pretty nice. It was a little chilly.
It was a little chilly. Yesterday's high temperature at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport topped off at 43 degrees. So, again, we're almost going to see a 20-degree turnaround from what we saw yesterday to today, actually. So it's going to feel rather nice today. So hopefully we can get out and enjoy it the best we can, but the winds might make it feel a little cooler.
All right, let's head to the weekend. What are we looking for? It looks like tomorrow at least is a good day.
Yeah,
again.
Tomorrow looks good. Yeah, we're trending rather dry as well with temperatures near 60. And then in through the weekend, Saturday's playing a little bit of a wild card. Dr. Dave left me a note this morning saying, hey, keep dropping your temperatures. I'm expecting to see some rain showers. And yeah, I'm starting to figure out that he knows what he's doing. I guess I still have to, get over the hump of, okay, what are you looking at, and where's my data not lining up with your data? Our temperatures are relatively close. We're in the mid to upper 50s and in through Sunday as well, but he has the possibility of seeing some rain showers where I'm still holding off. I think we're still going to be dry through our upper levels. I was looking at some upper level maps to find water vapor and moisture coming in, and I'm not seeing it yet. So I don't know if it's just a glitch in my models that I'm looking at, or if it's just Dr. Dave being, well, Dr. Dave and knowing almost everything meteorology-wise. And so possibly wild card on Saturday, but still temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, so still feeling that warmth. But I do expect more substantial rain to come late Sunday evening and to start out the next work week with a cold front sweeping through. We'll feel the effects of that with our temperatures on Monday, with highs back in the upper 40s, if not low 50s. And we could see a sprinkle or two Monday morning, but it should taper off to clear out to partly cloudy skies by the time we end the day on Monday.
So really good days today and tomorrow. Pretty good day on Saturday. And then probably look for a little bit of rain and cool down beginning after that. So, all right. And it looks like next week, I'm just looking at the 7-day here, looks like it's going to be kind of hit and miss, little spotty rain here and there, I guess, huh?
Yeah, spotty showers. Looks like Tuesday's trending dry and seasonable, temperatures near 50 and low 50s on Wednesday, and the possibility of seeing some showers. And again, we're talking 6 days in advance, and the confidence factor in models going out 6 days, 7 days, 8 days is it decreases down to about 50%. So we're 3 days out, you're up to 80, 75% accuracy and confidence factor, whereas as you keep extending out, there's plenty of other factors that you can't really, you kind of just, you kind of just optimize conditions to say, okay, well, we're going to ignore all sorts of other variables, and just based off of X, Y, and Z, it's looking to be this, where you still have to account for the other ABCs.
Well, just remember, always pay attention to Dr. Dave, because he is Dr. Dave. I'm Dr. Dave, and I know the weather. So
and I know the weather too. Don't get me wrong. I still know a thing or two. I just got to keep learning from him.
There you go. All right, 38 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. Feels like temperature right now is 32, according to my gauge here. So it is still a nippy morning, but going to warm up, and we'll hopefully have a fairly pleasant day today. You have a pleasant day today, Zach, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
You too, Howard, Biff. Hopefully everything goes better for you the rest of the workday.
Well, I hope so, because if not, something's getting chucked. I know that.
Well,
there
hey,
could be a new boat anchor in the Ohio River.
Well, hey, at least the weather's taking
Thanks,
away
Zach.
swimmingly for you.
Yeah, at least it'll be in the 60s.
Yeah,
there we go. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Yeah, it'll be nice and warm for you to take the equipment down and throw it in the river, Biff.
Yeah, why not?
A boat anchor.
Why not?
You have a lot of patience, pal. I really give you a lot of credit. I mean, I'm serious. I blow my stack when those things happen. You know?
Trust me, they're running thin. I mean, it may only be a matter of time. So if you see someone walking down to the Ohio River with stuff in hand, you know who it is. Okay, I'm just giving everybody warning right now.
Biff, serenity now. Serenity now. Or Fireball, whichever seems to work for you. Let's see, we have 8 before the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. Hey, you know whose birthday is today?
Actually, if it's who you're thinking of, the Bull.
It is the Bull's birthday. That's exactly right. That's who I was going to say. Sammy the Bull has a birthday today. And we certainly want to hope he has a happy birthday today. You know, I haven't seen the Bull for quite some time. Have you?
I haven't. He must be pretty busy. He's a busy man.
He got a new car. On Facebook, he got a new car, so that's good. You know, I think it's because his old car literally died in the middle of the road someplace. But,
I'm surprised.
Anyways, if you see the Bull today, wish him a happy birthday.
I'm surprised that car made it that far. I know he's had problems with it, and I think he had about had enough with it. But yeah, good for the Bull.
Yep. So happy birthday to the Bull. You know, he doesn't do the show here anymore, but certainly he's still part of the team as far as my mind goes. It's always good to I haven't seen him for a good while, but it's always nice to know he's out there, and I follow him a lot on Facebook, and watch him set up the fireworks shows and so on. And thanks. Happy birthday to the bull! Happy birthday to bull! Happy birthday to bull! Happy birthday, bull, bull, bull! Happy birthday to bull! Okay, done with that. 38 degrees at 7 before the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. I want to give you a couple of COVID numbers from the Upper Ohio Valley. Let's do a quick COVID update here, Biffy.
COVID-19 update.
Continuing coverage of the year America shut down continues on the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
250,000 Americans are now dead as a result of the COVID virus. And for those of you who think it's not a big deal, what the hell is wrong with you? And locally, the numbers continue to rise as well. Marshall County Health Department has 3 additional deaths as of yesterday associated to COVID-19. 74-year-old male in a nursing home, 92-year-old female in a long-term care facility, and an 83-year-old male who had been hospitalized. 41 new positive cases of COVID in Marshall County. That's positive, and 10 probable cases. So those numbers continue to rise pretty significantly in Marshall County. And it's still in the red category, right, Biffy? I would imagine at the rate they're going, it's not going to get any better. It's going to probably stay red for a while.
Yeah, Marshall County in the red, and I think we're here in Ohio County, we're inching closer and closer to being in the red.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers aren't good. Moundsville City Building closed as of yesterday, as well as all the city-owned facilities, simply because there is so much COVID-19 going around in Marshall County that they are closing some of their facilities. Now, city workers will still keep working, and all city functions will continue in Moundsville, but the city building itself was officially closed. Belmont County yesterday announced 47 positive cases and 1 new death. 47 positive cases and 1 new death. And I lost my notes here on Ohio County. Ohio County, 1 new death and 44 new positive cases. So the numbers continue to rise and continue to rise significantly. Again, I know I say almost every day, but if I remember when we used to, be surprised if we get 2 or 3 a day, or, go, 2 or 3, 1 a day for 2 or 3 days in a row. In the beginning, it's like, we're getting a lot. Now we're in the 30s, 40s every day. No big deal, Howard. No big deal. It's all a Democratic hoax or something. I don't know. One thing I always want to ask these people who say it's no big deal. What do you think is the end game of people trying to create? I guess Howard Gamble talked about this a couple weeks ago. I guess there are people who think somehow maybe the health department gets paid per death or something, gets paid per case. That's not why would the health department or any medical facility, why would they want to inflate these numbers? What's the purpose behind that? Sometimes if you stop to think about these, I guess I'll call them conspiracy theories, you realize it doesn't make any sense. What's the reason for it? There is no reason for it. You can't come up with any logical reason somebody would make these numbers up. It's not a big deal, Howard. It's not a big deal. More people live than die. That's true. Absolutely. But 250,000 people in the United States dead right now. In less than 10 months. In less than 10 months. And that number, border to border, coast to coast, is more than strokes, suicides, and car crashes in an entire year combined. No, they didn't all die from COVID. What did they die from? And they say, well, they had other problems. Sure, they had other problems. But it's like saying somebody at the World Trade Center on 9/11 had cancer, and Well, they were going to die anyway, so we can't count that as a World Trade Center death because it was the World Trade Center that caused them to. Yeah, it was. Just, I'm sorry. Just really, really, really frustrates me. I might run some more of those numbers down a bit later on. The specifics, for instance, suicide and car crashes and so on. Next hour, we'll also talk about, so it's not just cases rising and deaths we're talking about. It's hospitals are getting full, very full. Doug Harrison from Wheeling Hospital is going to join us, and we'll talk about where they are at Wheeling Hospital. I understand their COVID beds are rapidly running short. What are they going to be doing if there's a need for more? Or are they going to put somebody old like me and say, uh-oh, sorry, no help for you. No help for you. We'll talk about that with Doug Harrison coming up in the next hour. But coming up next, we'll talk about education, remote learning. Dale Lee is with us in the WVEA. Welcome to the Watchdog Morning Show. It's a Thursday. I'm glad you're here for my conversational ride.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
70s. Study team.
All right, Biffy, I'm going to step away for a minute. Get Dale Lee's number. We'll get him on at 8:10. And Harrison should call us at 8:40. So that's the game plan. All right, thanks. Back in a minute.